What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you today with a different type of video. It's actually a second part to the video I just released last night. I got some feedback. People were saying they wanted better pictures, better close-ups, more description of some of the accessories that we're running on the Jack Monkey. So that's what we're gonna do today. In-depth walk around part 2. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is exactly where we started the other video, the front end. So the front end, as we talked about, is rugged ridge, stubby front bumper with the overrider bar. We have the Trekker 10 winch, and right now I have the wired control because I want to show you some of the accessories that I have for the winch, but this has wireless control. It has synthetic winch line, and here you can see how I have it wired up. Now, if you want to have an in-depth video on that, we can go more into it. We have the clutch engagement free spool. Right now it's engaged and I've got it wound in pretty tight, but I am going to wind it out so I can show you the two things that I purchased, because if you watched the last video, you know I won the winch and I bought the bumper to fit the winch. Because I didn't have to pay the $600, $700 for the winch, I opted to just put a little bit of money into some upgraded accessories, and it's a little dirty. I haven't washed it. It's been rainy here. But right here, we've got the Factor 55 Haas fair lead. You can see how beefy that is and how well constructed it is. When you put your hand in here, there is no sharp edges. You can rest assured that that winch line is going to stay unfrayed for the duration of its life. The other thing that we bought and went with the green to kind of match the green D-ring shackles that I've got on the front is the Factor 55 flat link. Now, let me go ahead and let this out. There we go, just a little bit there, and you can see it. So it is billet aluminum. It has a max load capacity of 18,000 pounds. Okay, this is made in America by all Factor 55 stuff. I know a lot of people get bent out of shape because Factor 55 makes their stuff and they charge an arm and a leg for it. But I tell you what, it is heavy duty construction. So this is real easy. You don't even have to buy the feed slicer for this. All you got to do is just cut off the factory hook that comes on your winch, and then boom, you just get your little slip ring pliers and pull out that slip ring and then remove the pin there and then just run it through just like that, and then boom, it just uses the factory setting on the rope, so you don't actually have to cut off any of the rope. Okay, so here's the fair lead. I mean, it's fantastic construction. Don't let me fool you, and it looks great. I highly recommend if you've got some extra cash, got a couple extra $100 and you want to upgrade some of your winch accessories, I would highly suggest Factor 55, as they are well manufactured and they just look cool, right? Okay. All right. So, as we talked in the last video, most winches nowadays come with this wireless winch controller. It's got 2 buttons on it and a battery held in by 3 screws, okay? I have not removed the zip tie because it just gives me a little lanyard to hold, okay? You press both buttons, hold it down, and the sun's out. I don't know if you can see that red light there, but there is a red light that's on, and then I can do the same thing. Release it and pull it in. Okay, and then that's it. And then all I got to do is just press both buttons again, hold for a couple seconds, and that light goes off. This is great because you see how much smaller this is than the wired winch controller, okay? But there is one big disadvantage with this winch controller. It is 3 tiny screws and there is a battery. Now, I don't know what kind of battery there is in here. It looks like a 12 volt 315M. I don't know what that is, so please don't crush me in the comments, but I'd imagine it's a little circle battery that goes in here. And you know the life on those, they're pretty good, but when it starts to go out, it can draw power and it can turn things on, but it may not have enough power to control the winch. So it's very unsure. And then this little screwdriver, or this little Phillips head screw, I don't know about you, but I don't carry a screwdriver with me that is that small, okay? Maybe some of you do, that's great. So save yourself some headache, and for 35 bucks, you can go on Amazon and buy this wired winch controller, okay? It is clunky, it is beefy. Again, I didn't take the zip tie off because it keeps everything nice and neat. This just plugs in and it goes, all right? You don't need batteries. So if the zombie apocalypse were to come and happen, this is what you need. Batteries are gonna get scarce unless you wanna carry a lot of them with you. And as you know, I got a toddler and she likes to put things in her mouth, and I don't want her swallowing one of these batteries because that could be detrimental. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're gonna talk about is the Lange Original Doorless Mirror Kit. I have a link below. I'll link everything. It's on the previous video and it'll be on this video. Everything that I have in my Jeep, I'll have a link below, especially if I bought it off Amazon, I'll have the link below. So check it out, all right? But this is the Lange Original Doorless Mirror Kit. Now let me flip the camera around and I'll show you how this works. All right, so let's move inside. Okay, so Lange Original Doorless Mirror Kit. I'm sorry for the shadows. I'm not in the best position. Tell you what, let's go to the other side and I can show you everything from over there. All right, on the other side. Boom, here we are. That's better, much better. Okay, so this is the Lange Original Doorless Mirror Kit. It's laid out right here. Comes with 2 sets of mirrors, as you can see, a left and a right. And then these are the screws that come so that you can plug it in to the other side. Okay, so very easy, very simple. I think, don't quote me, but I think this was like $29 to $49. I'm not sure, so I don't want to lie to you, but it was relatively inexpensive. Some of these other mirror kits, I don't like the way they look. I like this single bar design. It's great. While we're here, I do want to show, this is one of my favorite accessories. And I know, I get it. It is a stupid antenna, but this short stubby antenna, I really like. I do not like that bullet. Call me crazy. Comment down below if you like the bullet, but I don't. If you do, that's great. Make your Jeep how you want it. I don't like the bullet. So this antenna works well. I don't listen to FM, AM radio all that much, but when I do, or when my daughter accidentally changes it, this antenna picks up pretty well. Let me go to the other side. Hate this, jumping back and forth. So as you can see, I have the little clip that just mounts in here. You just replace this torque bit and then mount this in. And then it comes with 2 mirrors and a screw, all right? So I've got both of them sitting right here. I'll show you what they look like. All right. So this mirror just mounts in like that. You add the screw. Now they make a flush mount screw, but you need a tool to use that. I don't like that. I like this, and you just move it to the side and put it in. Now I have the doors on so you can see how this mounts. And then it's all manual, but it's a nice slim mirror. I've had no issues with this. You just tighten that down. That's not going anywhere. Maybe if you're hardcore four-wheeling, and you get flipped over, that could come out. But just daily driving with the doors off in the summertime, that is a nice mirror. It gives you enough visibility. It is circle. There is no close mirror down here. This is the only mirror that it comes with, and wave high as we're here. But you can see there how that mounts up. And then you just got to kind of use your imagination what that looks like with the doors off. You can see what it looks like. All right, that's the Lange original doorless mirror kit. All right, just started up the Jeep because I want to show you something. All right, this is the Oracle sidetrack, the Oracle lighting LED sidetrack. Now, if you notice, this is the stock vent on the Jeep Gladiator and Jeep Wrangler. This is not functional. This is just a stylistic piece of plastic. This is made to directly fit in with this body line in the contour, and it just adheres with 3M double-sided tape. All right, this is an LED light. Now, when I open the door, as you can see, it's blinking because LEDs do that on camera, but that is a very, very, very bright light. Now, we'll see if we can do this. When I turn my turn signal on, there you go. It acts as a turn signal. And that turn signal, all it does is just wire into this light through the interior and runs out through a little seam right there. But this I really like because it gives me that light on the side of the Jeep whenever it's dark out. And then if somebody's riding in my blind spot, they know that I'm turning or changing lanes. Let's move on into the front. All right, so here we go. This is what I forgot to even mention on my last video. Boom. Alien sunshade, front and rear sunshades with the grab handles. All right, so I have 6 grab handles. I have one here, I have one over there, I have one here, I have one over there, and the kit comes with the headrest grab handles. Now, I don't necessarily use these a lot. I don't really like them a lot. However, it does give you an extra something to grab onto when you're trying to get in the Jeep. These stay installed all year round. The only thing that it does is it reduces a little bit of headspace in the top of the Jeep. But you can see the color scheme. When I go doorless and topless, this blue and green really pops. And people don't know about this until we get in. The other thing that I like that this offers me, I can actually store stuff. So let me see if I can stuff up here. Okay. So I like a pillow, a blanket, a jacket that's getting in the way. Because as you all know, there's just not a lot of room in here to store things. And so whatever you can do to increase your storage. And then I got the alien little buddy who sits on top of my rear view mirror. All right, so now let's move into the front, and I'll start over here. This is the gear shift, storage, 3M, sticky tape, and as you can see on that side, got some chapstick in there, but that just gives a little bit of extra pocket here. The downside to this is the width, the legroom width that you have is decreased just a little bit. So if you like to sit like me and flare your knees out, your inside leg is going to hit this, and after a long road trip, that can get kind of annoying. So this is just a little leather EDC. Got a pen, a knife, laser pointer. I did have a little notebook in there, but I carry that. This is my least favorite. We talked about it in the last video. Still got that GoPro mount, but this is the grab bar handle. That's all it is. I guess you could put 3M sticky tape in it, but you know, it opens up the grab bar. But when you slide this down in, you technically still have the functionality of the grab bar plus some storage. It doesn't work bad if you fill that up, but with the way that it is, it's my least favorite, but it was only like $7 or $8, so I'll keep it in. And then the storage that everybody has, this piece right here, okay? So I got some cash, got some extra wallets. All right, it's got the change holder, this 2 divider, and then it separates everything that I've got down below and everything that I'll need. If I don't need this stuff right away, I can just throw it down there and then cover it with this piece here, and we'll be good, right? So that's the storage on the inside of the Jeep. I guess we could talk about the 67 mount. That's it. Okay, now I put a bullet point mount on Amazon. It's the same thing. It's just made by Bullet Point. This is 67 Designs. All right. Same general price, same carbon fiber bars that you can add extensions to. You can get multiples of these. This just adheres with some 3M sticky tape and then a couple screws. Now the screws are, you're putting screws into plastic. So the screws in the plastic, they don't hold very well. So, you know, do with that what you will, but this has been a very good phone holder. I don't have any problems with it. No issues. I do really like it. Now I could get one for this side so that my passenger has a phone holder. They also make ham radio mounts or GMRS radio mounts that mount in, or you know, the mount mounts into here just like the phone holder does, and then it'll mount a radio. That's for the future. Not quite sure what we're gonna do. So let's move around to the back and I'll show you probably what I think everybody's been asking me about. This is the Diamondback HD cover with the front runner rack system, okay? This comes in either 2 or 3. There's a third point that you can mount right here. So it'll give you 1, 2, 3 points where you can mount. Rooftop tent is what I usually use it for. I also have the bicycle. Just slide into here and then you bolt them down and then you can mount a bicycle here. I actually have 2 of those for when we go biking as a family. But this is one of my favorite things. It does kind of decrease the amount of storage because of the bed. A lot of overlanders have a rack that go up to the roof line and you lose some of that capability with the bed. But it is lockable, as you see. This just turns and then it opens up just like this. Now inside of here, I've got all kinds of stuff. So I've got my EcoFlow fridge and my EcoFlow 500 battery station going. All right. I had a buddy kind of custom make a Jack Monkey 2x6 so that if I don't have the fridge in here, this can act as like a divider. But you can see here's my recovery gear that I keep. I've got a couple plastic bags, some stuff that I bought at AutoZone for cleaning, a chair, a Frisbee, my tote that has all my Freedom panel bag in it. It has a DeWalt cordless inflator, and it also has a recovery kit with jumper cables and warning triangles and things like that. Or I'm sorry, a safety kit. And then I also carry a couple other things in there. So I keep that in here all the time. If I need to kind of remove this stuff, I will. But as you can see, with this, I am standing on a hill. What I had mentioned is it's kind of hard to get to some of this stuff. So if you have this bed packed full, okay, especially when you open this front part, okay, so it opens like this. And then there's this little bar underneath here. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there, right here. Okay, we drop down, we push up, and it allows it to come up. That's a safety feature. It doesn't allow the bed to open more than that without you actually getting in and pushing up on that bar. So, but if I didn't have a stool, it'd be extremely hard for me to get in here and I'd have to walk around both sides to get into it. But that is the front, that is the Diamondback HD bed cover. It's reinforced. And what I mean by that, it has these extra pieces of aluminum bracing welded in. It's spot welded, it's not all the way across. Welded in, and it gives it 1,600 pounds of holding capacity, I guess you could say. So now, the one thing I will say is that if you want to put this rail system in from Front Runner, you actually have to make a commitment and drill into your bed cover to do this, all right? And it is kind of nerve-wracking, because if you mess up, that's all she wrote. But when we open this up, you can see the one thing, I think somebody else made this comment. When you measure this out to make this rail system even on the bed cover, and you drill through, one of your bolts is gonna go right through the sidewall of this brace. The other ones completely avoid it, but this one does not. So you got to make sure that you come an inch this way or an inch that way so that this bolt misses this sidewall. And I did it on all four. So you can see here, here's the other one that I hit when we come around here to the back. I actually missed this one, but like not by much. And then when we go to the other side, I'll show you. Like I missed it, but I mean, just barely. So, all right. So that's it. That's the Diamondback HD cover. I really like it. It makes it generally waterproof. A little bit of water can get in over here. It like seeps out down here. I don't know, but this is very easy to take on and off. Like, so these little struts, they just pop off. And I'm not gonna do that, but it pops off here, pops off there, the other side, and then it just slides out from these pins right here. You gotta be up in the bed to do it, but when you do it, it'll just slide out, and it's not a problem. But this is a really good investment. They advertise it that you could actually run a four-wheeler up on top of this and store it, and then have all your bed storage, and that's lockable, sealable. And then with the tie-down cleats, you know, you can see there, you can choose to install these, or the dealers can install them for you. I chose to install them myself because I didn't think I needed any up front, but I put these on, and we're good to go. So that's all we got for this. Let's get on to the next thing. All right, last but not least, this is the Lifevac home kit. This is the kit that I mentioned I keep in those ugly camouflage pattern molly panels on the back of the Jeep. But this is it. This is what it consists of. It consists of a mouthpiece and a plunger. Very simple, okay? So if someone is choking, you very much just contract this, press this, create a seal on their face, and just pull out. That's all you do, right? And it's supposed to create that level of suction to suck the thing out. So the obstacle that is causing them to choke. It comes with 2 additional mouthpieces. They're different sizes, and you can switch those out as you need them. Okay, so this just stays in the Jeep all the time. I would suggest that if you've got small children, or even if you don't have small children, people choke on stuff all the time. So this is a very cheap piece of equipment. Not that it's not well made, it just doesn't cost much. And it can actually save the life of a family member, you, child, friend, even a complete stranger if you have this available. So you can watch videos on how to use it. It's real easy. You don't have to take a class. You just plug this in and go. That's why, because that shit's falling out. So that's all I got for you today on Walk Around 2. If you like any of the things that I'm rocking on the Jeep, there's a description below that you can go use my discount code at Amazon and purchase those. I may not have every item that I'm rocking because they went directly to the manufacturer, but there is a like item that they sell on Amazon that you can purchase. Take a look at the Lifevac home kit. It's a small amount of money to pay to have the ability to save someone's life, maybe a family member, maybe even your own. I feel a certain way about it. I just want to bring some awareness to it. Take a look. If you like this kind of content, please give me a like, a subscribe, perhaps a follow. Let me know in the comments below, is there something else you want to see? What do you think I should do next on the Jeep? Because there are some plans coming up, and I do want to kind of convert this into a little bit more of an overlander with an open bed setup. So stay tuned for that. But that's all I got for you today. Hey, get out, enjoy your weekend. It is beautiful. I might actually get in this water, even though it's really cold. Have a great time, and we'll see you next time on Jack Monkey Jeep. Man, now I got to actually get in the water. Might have to film that. Who knows? It'll be good.